Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Natasha Hall swaps back in as Sloan, Boise Holmes returns as Father Benard. Days of Our Lives reveal that we've got some appearances and goings news for you, so let's bandy a tricky recast situation. DOL suckers may have heard about Natasha Hall being tapped as a Sloan Peterson Brady recast and filling in for Jessica Surfety. Still, Hall was anticipated to do a 3-occasion stint when she was first blazoned, and she's only done 1 occasion so far. Jessica Surfety lately appeared in new scenes again, so some observers may be confused about all the Sloan switching. Since days frequently flicks out of order, it's possible Hall just mugged material that would eventually be spaced out this way. There's also a chance there were some scheduling issues that led to Hall filling in again not too long after she mugged that first occasion. Whatever the case, Natasha Hall will indeed step back into Sloan's shoes for some important scenes. Jude Brady's christening is coming up, so Sloan and Eric Brady, Greg Vaughn, will look forward to celebrating at St. Luke's. Of course, you need a clerk for a christening, so Days suckers can anticipate Boise Holmes to duplication the part of Father Benard. This isn't Father Benard's first rodeo when it comes to christenings since he performed the form for Eli Grant and Lonnie Grant's halves back in 2021. Now Father Benard will return for Jude's christening, which is sure to be quite an event thanks to Leo Stark and his huge advertisement. Leo will ail the form to declare commodity, so Sloan and Melinda Trask will freak when they realize Leo might unmask the sap about Jude. Soon later, Days spoilers say Melinda and Sloan will be relieved when Leo doesn't reveal Jude's true identity after all. Sloan and Melinda's stolen baby secret will stay buried, so they'll make a pact with Leo and hope to keep it that way. Our prognostications point to a drama-filled event as well since Holly Jonas seems poised to eventually confess to Nicole DiMera and EJ DiMera. After Holly updates Eric on how she scored the medicines herself and willingly took them, Eric will give her a punch to clear Tate Black's name and put an end to his legal agony. Holly will ultimately take Eric's advice, and it looks like it'll be while the event is still underway. Stefan lawyers up, Sloan's hot case and sizzling affair? Days of Our Lives reveal that EJ DiMera set up a way to get Stefan DiMera out of Salem. Still, Stefan turns himself into the police by the end of the week. So, could Stefan and Sloan Peterson Brady swish when he suddenly needs a counsel? Days of Our Lives North Korea Solution DOL reveal that EJ told Stefan that he set up a way to help him get out of Salem. Still, Stefan wasn't too pleased to find out that he was being packed off to North Korea. In addition to not knowing the language or having a place to live, Stefan would have to figure out the plutocrat situation on his own. Stefan wasn't too gratified with that aspect of EJ's help. On the other hand, Stefan really doesn't have any options left. Days of Our Lives Stefan lawyers up, Sloan's hot case and sizzling affair? DOL epic confrontation in the occasion that vented on Stefan went to Ava Vitale's apartment. In that scene, Harris Michaels was still in Ava's bedroom, reposing in the afterglow of their passion. Meanwhile, Ava went to answer the door and faced Stefan. Ava tried to gently push Stefan out and said it wasn't a good time. Still, Stefan easily didn't get the hint until it was a bit too late. Soon, he was standing right in front of Detective Harris Michaels. Days of Our Lives Stefan DiMera's stunner. Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal that an exercise clip for the week of Harris declares that Stefan shot him in cold blood. At some point during the battle, Stefan tells Harris what Ava was doing while the operative was fighting for his life. Of course, Ava punches Stefan right in the face. DOL new boy toy. We formerly know from spoilers that at the end of the week, Stefan turns himself into the police. Just like EJ kind of blindsided Stefan, Stefan blindsides EJ right back. When Stefan turns himself into the police and addresses to investigators, EJ finds out after the fact. That could put EJ's position as quarter attorney, as well as his freedom, on the line. Since Stefan turns himself into the police, he's going to need a counsel. Is it possible that Sloan will come Stefan's counsel? If so, is it possible that Sloan and Stefan will engage in some sizzling passion? Sloan might love Eric Brady, but she's getting sick of being upstaged by a child. So, we could completely see Sloan coverlet Stefan, especially if he has no way to pay the counsel's hefty freights. Xander plots a befitting vengeance, angry about stolen legacy? Days of Our Lives and rumors tease formerly Xander Cook finds out he's the true Kiriaki's heir-at-law. He'll plot a befitting vengeance against those who stole his heritage. He may take the high road and not kill anyone, but that doesn't mean he would have vengeance plans against those tete-a-tete responsible. Days of Our Lives, it's time to pay the piper. Xander, among others, has been suspicious of Konstantin Meliani's Ichon, especially that he was such a good friend of Victor Kiriaki's. He's also been cautious of his relationship pursuit, being bothered he's after Maggie Kiriaki's plutocrat. Xander grew up being told that Victor was his uncle, and in Victor's Greek tough days it was true he did some mob work, and also for Kristen DiMera. But Xander has worked hard to overcome his once errors, no longer wanting a life of crime, especially now that he's had a taste of an honest vocation. When he finds out Konstantin and Teresa Donovan conspired and altered Victor's letter and he's the true heir-at-law, he makes plans to educate them. Assignment they'll no way forget. DOL spoilers. First he starts an disquisition and tells Justin Kiriakis Xander comes across some substantiation that he, not Alex Kiriakis, is the true heir-at-law through of all sources, Lady Whistleblower. Leo Stark eavesdropped a discussion and told Xander, and indeed though he may not be the stylish source, Xander's convinced. He decides to do an disquisition good of a black patch op and finds the real letter in Konstantin's room while Konstantin's else enthralled. One would suppose he'd have put it in a safety deposit box or commodity. The letter was in a hole, and it's not hard to figure out Teresa was his co-conspirator. Xander suspected she showed up in Greece for further reasons than just to get in Alex's pants. Also he tells Justin Kiriakis. Days of Our Lives. Xander plots a befitting vengeance, angry about stolen legacy? Days of Our Lives. Justin Kiriakis will be thrilled to have his son back. Justin will be thrilled to have his son back, and Xander offers to take the high road, offering to resolve the heritage with Alex once the fraud is proven. As for proving the fraud, Justin thinks that a print of the letter can conceivably be used for handwriting analysis, although the factual letter would be stylish. Justin can't believe that he didn't spot the distinction that showed the letter had been altered, but he was in the midst of fresh grief over Victor's death, as everyone was. But Justin does know commodity that Xander didn't know about that letter. He had put it in a safe in the Kiriakis' manse. Its presence in Konstantin's dresser hole shows someone broke into the safe, and that's how they get Konstantin, going after Teresa as an abettor as well. John and Stefan's moves shock Salem. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Friday, March 22nd prove that great minds suppose likewise, as John announces he's going to turn himself in for Katerina's death, and EJ isn't happy to hear Stefan formerly did it for shooting Harris. Bad boys. John spent times working as a mercenary but was shocked to learn he may have actually killed someone during that time. It happened in Greece. Decades agone. But John tells Marlena he's going to confess and accept his discipline. In Salem. For a victim the police have no way heard about. This makes all the sense. Then and now at least Stefan shot Harris on the Salem jetties, and it was only a many weeks ago, so it's a crime Rafe is actually interested in working. You'd suppose District Attorney EJ would be too. But considering he'd made a deal to spirit his family out of the country in exchange for getting his shares in DiMera, EJ is lower than pleased by the notion of justice being served. Deal or no deal. Ava was furious to learn that the Joe she slept with shot the Joe she had slept with ahead. And also again. Anyway, she's not happy that Stefan shot Harris. At least he'll play for his crimes now. Anticipate Harris has some bad news about that, too. Jude has two mammies. Eric had no problems with Nicole hosting Jude's christening after party. Indeed, when Sloan did. Still, Eric does have problems with Sloan agitating party details with Nicole. Do'n't these women realize everything should go through him? He's the most important player in this story. He's the bone they both want. What could they conceivably have to say that isn't about him?